Hey YouTube, and today it's going to be a video on Cinema 4D, and specifically this plane you can see. So if I render it, this is what you're going to be making. It's pretty simple, literally just squares, a disc, a cone, and a capsule. And that's literally it. So let's get started. So you want to make a new thing, and you want to create a cone. And this cone, it wants to be on its positive z-axis, and this makes it easier because you're on the center of it all, and it's facing the way you need it. So we want to make the height 1000, and that looks a bit big, but it will come together. So let's zoom out a little bit so you can see it. Now you want to go to your caps. You'll do the bottom and top one, and you want to go back to object and put the top radius to 24, and that gives us a nice rounded edge and end the tail. So this bit is going to be our front of the plane, and this is going to be the tail, and the cone is mainly the fuselage. So next you want to make a square. So you're going to make a square, and you're going to change. You want to set your cube, the size x axis, to 1000 for the length. For the length of your wings. The y-axis you want to set to 10, so you want your wings to be thin. And the bottom one you can leave, I'm pretty sure, it's just, yeah, you can leave that. Or let's just put it 400. Nah, let's just leave it. So you want to bring it up forward, so around about there. Yeah, that looks about right. So you have your wings and your fuselage at the moment, as you can see. So now you want to start on by making your tail. So if you control copy and paste it, it will come up cube 1, and we're going to rename that to H for horizontal, and let's just put, I don't know, HS, so we know that's the horizontal steering for the back. So you move it to far to the back, and you don't want this to don't want the size X to be 1000, so let's set that to 100, and that is way too small, so let's put that at maybe 150. No, that's 400. Let's try. Yeah, that's it. And you want to keep the 10 the same, but you want to get rid of this. The size Z axis, you want to about 150. Yeah, that's it. So we've got quite a nice look there. So if we move that further back, right, and if we copy and paste it again, we want to start to make our tail properly. So if we rotate this by 90 degrees, and we change it to precisely 90 degrees, we now have that bit. So we have to change the size down to about 50. No, a bit higher. 100. No, 150. Yeah, and we want to keep it the same and put this down to about 100. Yeah, there we are. So now we want to move it up and in position. So now it looks bit wrong, so let's change this down a bit. I just need to compare this to the sketch. So I'll put this sketch in the description as well. Chapter 2 plain sketch. So it needs to be roughly. So if we do this, sorry, I'm just doing a bit of editing to fine. So if you want to change back to your HS and change the size Z-axis to 25 and move that further back so it's in line with your tail, it all goes to ratio then. Yeah, it's looking better. So now you have your tail and you have your horizontal steering and wings. So now we're going to start to do the canopy, and so we'll start to do that now. So you want to make a capsule, and at the moment you can see it's in the within the plane. So we want to rotate that by 90 degrees. So that's around that position. 90 exactly. And we want to bring that forward and up. That's about right. So that's not precise at the moment, so if we change this to the 4-point view and we go over to this bottom left one and we enlarge it, here you have your canopy, and you want to get this line parallel to this line. So if we rotate that until it's parallel, so about there, and then you want to move the canopy up so it's on that line. So if we change that back to here, that looks better. So if I give it a quick render, it's going to look nothing like it at this point, but we're getting there. So we sort of have a shape, but we're not all complete yet. So for now, that bit's done. Now what we need to start doing is the propeller and the propeller shaft. So what you want to do is go to these ticks, and you want to click and drag down on all these ticks so it draws over them and puts crosses. And that's not deleted, it's just put it into the background. So now you want to get another capsule, put it on its Z-axis, positive Z-axis, and you want a disc. So again, positive Z-axis. As you can see, it looks nothing like a propeller. On the disc, you get an option to slice. You want to tick the slice box and it'll cut in half. But we don't want that still, so where it says from, down here, just above 2 with 180, you want to change it to about 150, so that's about 150. So once you've done that, that is what you want to do. So we copy and paste this disc again, and we want to move it around. Not good. Control Z. if we just do that again, so delete this one, so this, delete, right, so to get your second propeller, which we're going to do now, you want another disc, I've lost it, here we are, you want to put it on its z-axis, positive z-axis, like here. You want to go to slice again, and you want to do something's gone wrong, 1 second. You want to make this the child. I got it. So you want to go to capsule 1 and disc, and you want to make them child. The disc, the child of the capsule, and you want to copy and paste it. So we can get rid of this one. Right, so what you want to do is when you've firstly done your first propeller, which looks nothing like it at the moment, you want to make the disc a child to the capsule. And once you've done that, you want to copy and paste it. So there's another set, and then you want to rotate it at about 180 from it. So about that. As you can see, it looks from either side. And at the moment that looks nothing like it wants to. So what we're going to do is click on one of these discs, and the outer radius is going to go up to about 200 centimeters. So you put them both up to 200. 200. So that's going to look like that. And once you've done that, that's pretty much all the propeller we're going to be doing. But if we do so if you, I think it's rotation segment. Nope, obviously not. 1 second. Where is this thing? Okay, we're not going to do that. So basically, there's your propeller, and that's all you need to do. So once you've done that, you want to go to these X's and we'll tick them. So now you got your plane again, and then you want to take both your capsules and you want to move them forward, and as you can probably see, they're probably a bit big. So if we scale them down, and if we move them a bit forward again, there's our propeller. And so there's our propeller, and for some reason my cockpit is gone, or I never decided to do it. So let's do that now. So let's get a capsule, Oh, where's the capsule? Capsule, right. And we want to put it on its y-axis. So object, z-axis, forward, up. And we'll quickly do this. So basically, I think I may have deleted my capsule, my cockpit, but easily resolved. There we are. So once we get there, we're going to get this. So it's starting to take up all its shape. So if I render it, it'll give us that. And what I want to do with this is I want to make it a boggle. But first, where's null on this? You want to insert a null, which is practically nothingness. And all these you want to insert to it. So make everything a child to null, right? And then you want to add in a boogle, I think it is, and you want to capsule to, you want to put it under with the cone above that. I think it is cone, no capsule. Sorry, undo that. You're going to put the boogle into null. Then you want the cone to be a child of the boogle. And then you want capsule 2, or capsule 1, just normal capsule, your cockpit capsule, a child of boogle as well. So you want to make sure it does that. Yeah, that's perfect. So you want the cone above capsule, your cockpit capsule, but just under boogle. And basically it will do that for where the guy sits. So now you want to add in you want to copy and paste the capsule, and then it will do that. So now we have the basic shape of your plane. And I'll take a break, end it, and in a sec I will add on to the last bit of the video so we can colour in and I can show you what else to do. Okay, so I'm back, and now we're going to get on with the colouring of our plane. So here we have the metal. This literally comes with Cinema 4D, and all I've done is change the colour. So I'll show you where to find it. So you go to create, load material present, go to prime, materials and basic, and it is metal 002. This one here. First of all, it will come out in a kind of camouflage, metal, normal plain colour. But we want to change that to anything we want. So as you can see, I've changed it to this, a bit like darker, bringing the green up a little bit, a bit more cyan. So yeah, basically that's it. So change it to whatever colour you want, and then you've got metal, this, your colour, and you want to colour the fuselage with it, and your wings and back, tail and horizontal, so it looks like that. So if I render it, it looks kind of like a P-51 Mustang. And then you want to go to create, load material present, prime, basic, and you want to get glass 002, I think it is. No, it must be 001. Or if you have a different one that works better for you, that's fine. One moment, let's use 002. And when I render this, it will look something like that. You'll have your cockpit where your man will sit, and so on and so forth. So now we need something for the propeller, and we want to get probably a wood, if I'm mistaken, but a very kind of going into the wrong one, metalish looking wood, because what's that like? Nah. Well, let's just use a metal thread at the moment. What's 9? Yeah, that's perfect. So we have a like that. So now if we render it, that looks like that. So if we put a light in, we put that over here, back out a little bit, bring it forward. There we are, and if we render it now, you've got the light and you've got reflection, which looks quite nice. And yeah, so you can use this for your movies. So when you want to move it, because we put a null in, it will all move together. That's why we use that, otherwise we wouldn't have. And you can use movies, you can make it do cool plane maneuvers, etc. And so on and so forth. So I hope you got quite a bit out of this. Please comment, like, rate and subscribe, whatever. Yeah, that's about it. Cheers.